So hello, you see the Liverpool tops are out today. So that must mean football cards. And here's a bit of my little personal collection of football cards that I've actually collected over the past, 3 years, let's say. As you see on my website, I do have a high variety of other football cards I have collected. But this is what I would class as my main little PC. My main little personal collection. As you see, we will start off showing you a few of my Salah cards, as we have got our little Liverpool tops out today, a couple of them anyway. And as you see, you know who I obviously support. And I've had quite fun actually collecting. Obviously, I would have liked to have a lot more Liverpool in my collection. But unfortunately, I haven't been as lucky to be able to get Liverpool as much, whether that be in my personal boxes or in breaks. So unfortunately, my collection isn't as large as I'd like it to be, even though, as you will see, I do have a variety of cards from a variety of sets. As in the first few years, I wasn't particularly sure of what set I really preferred. I just knew I wanted Liverpool cards. And as I go through my collection of Liverpool cards, you will start to see my collection will change to the only other trading cards I myself have decided to collect due to what I like and what I love. And if you've watched my channel previously, you may have a little idea of what they may be. Or if you've even seen me on Whatnot, or you've bought cards from me, you may have a little idea of what other cards may be coming up. And unfortunately, as I say, sometimes it's not as easy as a collector trying to get the sets that you really like to collect, or even getting the spots you like to collect. So my collection may be small sometimes, but I do have some beauties that I actually personally just like even just this. It's a base patch. Yeah, base patch. But I just love the little lightning scratch across the patch. Beauty. And obviously it's of the captain. Big VVD. You just say. I did only start off wanting to collect Liverpool, to be extremely honest. But as you see on my website, sometimes it's not just Liverpool you want to collect, and it's not sometimes Liverpool you want to chase. And it's not always Liverpool that you're going to get in a box when you rip it. You're going to get a variety of players, variety of teams. As you see, I do have a nice little variety of little few in my collection. RIP to the GOAT, Diego Jota. RIP to the GOAT. Obviously some of these, as you see, that's just the base. That is the refractor. Refractor. No refractor. Refractors and base. He was one of my favourite players. Like I always said, Jota was underrated, to be extremely honest. A lot of people didn't realise the work ethic this man put in on the pitch. Didn't realise the amount of goals and assists he used to create. And he'd always feature on the pitch, whether that's starting or coming off the bench. And he did always show a top form for us. His work ethic for Liverpool, he was a true red. True red. Stevie G, our captain, he obviously is the man. He clearly is the man. I had to watch a video the other day recently of some of his greatest goals. And to be honest, I just wanted to watch the Liverpool AC Milan game and the Liverpool West Ham FA Cup final, because those were two of my most recognisable games in football, like most memorable games in football. Sorry. Two of my most favourite games in football. As you see, I do have a variety, yeah. Stevie G. Let's get some Curtis Jones now. I do like my little Ray Waves. I do like that. I swear this is numbered to what, 49 or something? Oh, 75. I do like that. The Prism. 199. He's going to be a good player for us, Curtis Jones. I would say keep an eye out on him. True say, all my like football cards are a lot easier to find compared to my comics. As you see, it's a lot easier for me to go through some of my collection here. I do actually have a lot more like base and inserts on the side. A lot of them I do give and add into orders of football cards just as a thank you. I do like my Ray Waves though. I need to make sure I've got all of them. I think that was Becca's first season with us. He's a Brazilian baller, isn't he? He is a Brazilian baller. Ibra! Ibra! So, we do need, unfortunately, another central defender next season. Like I'm quite upset with the way Liverpool's form is going at the moment. So this is going to make me all smile just going through my little Liverpool collection, to be extremely honest. Because we haven't had the best run of things. I had a feeling we wasn't going to beat Nottingham Forest, and that's sad to say as a Liverpool fan. I had a feeling. You just have that little inkling feeling. That's like to 20. So this is why I like my little doing collecting, because as I say, collecting's, it's all about what you want to collect. Obviously, sometimes our eyes are too big for our pocket. That's to 20, that one. But you do find some beauties every now and again, don't we? I do like this as well, the superstars. Nice little Gakpo. But as I was saying, Liverpool need to actually get back on form right now. Like, we've slacked. And I'm literally pulling it down to us against, I was trying to sell this, but couldn't get rid of me only Sadio Mane numbered card, could I? Couldn't get rid of my only Sadio Mane numbered card. Especially when it's only for 20 quid. I was thinking I'd rather gape it. Nice look of Firmino. But yeah, I feel like we've lost a good few players over the last transfer season. So Diaz left us. We lost Trent, who was a key player for us, regardless of how a lot of Liverpool fans wanted to hate on him. He was a key player for us in the dressing room and on the pitch. And we lost him, we lost Diaz, and obviously we lost Jota. And then you got to think we've actually brought in a few decent players, but players that already have their own personality from where they've came from. And they haven't actually gelled in our squad as we would like. Oh, it's because it down there. They haven't gelled in our squad as we like. So I do kind of blame Arne Slot, to be extremely honest, to start off with, because Ekatike started off on form, and for some unknown reason, he decided to drop Ekatike and bring Isaac into play. And I feel like we was on such a good uplifting form. I feel like from that day, we've actually gone backwards. And it's quite unfortunate to think, to be extremely honest, that we've actually gone backwards from that day. And Champions League, Premiership, we just haven't performed. We just haven't performed to the level that we really want to. And it's quite a shame to watch. It's sad to watch. And I don't want to say it, but Jota's loss has probably affected the squad a lot more than a lot of us are actually realising right now. And due to that, we're seeing one loss continuing, struggling to get the form back. And that's where we end up there. With a few losses and struggling to find a victory anywhere. We were struggling to even get a draw or score a couple goals to guarantee that we have a chance of winning. As you see now, I'm actually off the Liverpool cards, and I've kind of gone into now some of the players and cards of players that I kind of call my own little legends or legends to be. As you know, if you know me, I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'm a big Suarez fan, to be honest. I'd choose him over Torres all day. And it's sad to say El Nino, but yeah, I would. I feel like you left us. Suarez always deserved to be at Barca. I don't think you were ready to move away from us, and you did. You went for the money. Oh, I have got a little Pokemon in here, a little chameleon. Couldn't resist. And here we are now. We're into a few of the other sets of cards now that aren't football cards. A few of my refractors from the Topps Marvel Chrome. I do actually have the base set as well, and loads of extras. So as I say, sometimes keep an eye out for my next video after this, because I'll show how sometimes communication goes a long way both ways. And sometimes, especially in hobbies, I feel like a lot of people would like you to communicate with them, but they don't know how to communicate back with you. And as I say, unfortunately, that's why certain of my collection isn't as huge as I'd like it to be, or as healthy as I'd like it to be, because there is a Stevie Gerrard auto missing. There is a Suarez and Torres auto missing in both Liverpool colours. There is actually a Liverpool Jota auto with some kind of colour on it that's not a base missing. There's a few other little Zidans I've been chasing, and Ronaldinho's. I still haven't got none of them yet either on an autograph. I've chased them a few times. I can't chase them all the time, but that's what we end up with. And now we go into the little few numbers. Oh, my knees are starting to hurt, people. Been here for 13 minutes on my knees. Little Silver Surfer. Did chase Nick Fury a little bit. I did chase Black Panther, and this was all I could end up with. All I could end up with. It's nice black and blue though. I do like my black and blue. But I wish I could have got a bit more lower end. Even on a Human Torch, that would have been beautiful. Jubilee, little beauty. Yeah, I did like the spider webs. I was thinking of trying to collect them all, but all the boxes went to America, man, and it's not as easy to buy all the way. This was probably my favourite pull, other than the Black Panther blue. This was probably my next favourite pull, to be extremely honest. Orange on orange, The Thing to 25. Lucky number 7. This was actually my first Marvel pull, funnily enough. And then we end it with a bit of Hasbulla. A little gift from a friend from one of the giveaways 2.5 years ago, when I used to try and enter giveaways until I realised giveaways were only for free shipping. But yeah, that is my little collection. So I hope you liked my little collection today of my football cards. And let's hope we can get back to winning form. So thank you for joining SJ Cartier Limited Convos. Let me know if you saw any cards that you'd like to collect, any sets that you like. Let me know what you collect. Are you a fan of Liverpool? Do you think we could actually win the trophy this season? Or is it Arsenal's? So yeah, thank you for joining SJ Cartier Limited Convos. Have a good day.